One of the most surprising things about the series Stranger Things isn't the monsters or the upside down idea. It's the fact that the people who save the world aren't generals, politicians, or powerful adults, or assassins, or whatever. They're kids, outsiders. They're overlooked. And that raises a question Jesus asked long before this show ever existed. What if the smallest, least important people matter more than we think? Many of us grow up believing that significance belongs to the strong, the confident, and the successful. We learn early that being small, unsure, or different is something to outgrow. And somewhere along the way, we internalize a quiet fear, namely, if I'm not impressive, I don't matter. Stranger Things challenges that fear at its core. The heroes of Stranger Things is not powerful by the world standards. They're mocked at school. They don't fit in. They're awkward. They're odd. They're underestimated by nearly everyone around them. And yet, they're the ones who noticed what others miss. They believe when others dismiss. They stay loyal when others walk away. The adults often want to control the situation. The kids want to understand it. And that difference changes absolutely everything in the series and the story, even up to the 5th season. There's something that children in Stranger Things have that the adults often lose. They take friendship seriously. They trust each other. They act with courage even when they're afraid. Not because they're naive, but because they're not yet cynical like adults. And that brings us straight to Jesus. When Jesus spoke about greatness, he completely redefined it. He pointed to children, the least powerful people in his society, and said that this is what the kingdom of God looks like. Not ambition, not dominance, not status, but trust, humility, dependence. Jesus warned his followers to take the little ones seriously. Not just children, of course, but anyone society overlooks, dismisses, or pushes aside. In other words, God's attention flows toward the unnoticed. In Stranger Things, the adults often underestimate the kids and nearly lose everything because of it, because of the fact that they want to take control. The children don't win because they're stronger. They win because they remain loyal, curious, and brave together, as well as faithful. That's not accidental storytelling. It reflects a truth Jesus taught repeatedly, namely, the world is changed not by power alone, but by faithfulness. We see the same pattern in The Lord of the Rings. The fate of Middle-earth doesn't rest on kings or warriors alone. It rests on hobbits, small, ordinary, overlooked people who were never meant to carry the weight of the world. And yet they do, not because they seek glory, but because they're willing to take one faithful step at a time. Tolkien understood something deeply biblical. Small faithfulness can carry enormous weight. Most of us don't fight monsters or carry rings into volcanoes, but we face moments every day where we feel insignificant. When our voice feels unheard, when our kindness feels unnoticed, when our faith feels small. Jesus reminds us that greatness isn't about scale. It's about direction. Faithfulness in small things still matters. Loyalty still matters. Childlike trust still matters. Stranger Things tells us that the world is often saved by people no one expects. Jesus tells us exactly the same thing. The question isn't whether you're important enough. The question is whether you're willing to remain faithful, humble, and open, even when the world tells you those qualities are weak. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Where have you felt small, and what might God be doing there, and what might He be up to there? So let's keep this conversation honest and thoughtful. Please like and subscribe if you would like to see more content like this. Until the next time.